Well, how y'all doing today? Hope y'all having a blessed day. I've only been up for about an hour. I am whipped, people. I am whipped. I don't know if you can hear that noise outside, but they're finally starting to get the pool together. Now, when I first started looking for an apartment in Arkansas, I knew I wanted to be close to the doctors and stuff, so I was looking for a place in Little Rock, because that's where most of the doctors are. And I was up north, and I was doing everything online, looking for a place. They'd fax me papers, and I'd have to go get them, and I'd fill them out, get all the information together, and fax stuff back to them. And I did not want a place that had a pool. They're out there working on that pool to get it ready for the summer. And I did not want a place that had a pool. Now, I don't know what you would call this particular psychological state of mind. But a lot of people, when they get into a place, and they get into a place that has a pool, they're thinking them, their wife, their kids, them, their significant other. They're not thinking about everybody else being in that pool and their friends. And we have college students here. So there's going to be, it's going to get pretty rowdy around here. I'm not sure how management is going to police that. Probably use maintenance. I'm sure maintenance won't be happy about that, but it's a job. And it's going to get rowdy around here. So I went on a mini vacation, which was rained out. I was supposed to go out in a bass boat and go fishing, and it got rained out. And then one of my friends was injured, and we ended up over at the ER with him. And his daughter brought me back, and I told him that when they called me, I said, yeah, I'll go, but I got laundry. Is there a place that I could do laundry there? And they said, sure, I'll bring it down. So I did my laundry. And I had all my stuff in the back of that truck, and their daughter brought me back to Little Rock from BB in Arkansas. And she brought everything up. I asked, would you bring everything up for me? Because I could, it would take me forever to get anything up them stairs. And she said, sure, but we were also worried about her father and everything that was going on, because he had previous injuries. And his injury that he sustained when I was there was to his head, and so it was a major concern. They ended up taking a CAT scan. They weren't sure if they were going to have to fly him someplace else. He turned out to be okay, but his daughter brought me back, and I asked her, can you bring everything up? And like I said, our minds were so caught up on everything that was going on that I just set it over there, and I never thought to look at everything. And my whole bag of clothes, all my clean clothes that fit me, was left in that truck. And I have a doctor's appointment today. All right. And I just actually had that brought back to me. All right. So I got my clothes. I was frantic over getting them clothes, because I would have to go through boxes to try and find something that would still fit me, and I've put on weight, so yeah, I wasn't looking forward to that, so I'm glad to get my clothes back. No sooner than I got back, my friend Margaret, my neighbor, college student, I hope she's learned her lesson. I really do, because she could have just thrown everything in the dumpster, but she don't want to throw good things away, so she had all these friends that were supposed to come over. She had things separated out, and I'll tell you, maybe 2 people showed. The big stuff she had gotten rid of. Got rid of it at Marketplace and stuff. But I had bad vibes over that when I went over to, for the things she said I could have, and I went over there and looked at them, and I seen the piles of stuff sitting around all over the place. And the next day, she was going to be catching a plane out of here, all right, in the evening. And I said, are you sure your friends are going to show up? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, they didn't. And this is the thing about online friends, people. They're not really friends. A lot of them aren't friends. They're acquaintances, okay? Now, I understand some of them may live in another state or even in another country, but she's been doing our schooling online because, you know, they closed down the schools and stuff for a while there, and supposedly made a bunch of friends, and yeah, no, they didn't even show to help her. 2 people showed and got the stuff that she, you know, had for them, and left. Nobody helped her. And she kept coming over here, and I could tell by some of the things she was saying that she was distraught. And I tried to stop her from going down and talking to management. Now, I told her, you do realize that if you leave anything in your apartment and they have to pay for somebody to move it or whatever, you can lose your deposit. She wasn't aware of that. I said, yeah, you got to get your stuff out of there. You really do. And so she brought some of it over, and she was holding out on me. I mentioned that in another video. She was holding out on me, hoping that them friends would still come. Apparently, they were telling her they would. And at the last minute, the day she was supposed to be catching a plane out, she still had a bunch of stuff over there. And it just kept coming. I said, bring it. You got to get it out of there. I'll help you out. I got you. She brought it over. And I don't think she realizes. Now, she's Indian, from India, I should say. But she's a United States citizen. But I don't think she realizes. She obviously does not have a lot of dealings with Goodwill. But I don't think she realizes they will not take half bottles of this, half bottles of that, and what have you. And I went through all that stuff. And there was at least 5 bags of garbage that we took out of here. And she looked at me and said, don't even do it. Don't even do it. Just take it out to the dumpster. Goodwill will not take half bottles of shampoo, half bottles of lotion, or this, that, and all the thing. I said, no, don't even do it. Don't say nothing to me. Just take it out. I said to her, trust me. And I tried to stop her from going down and telling management that she went down to ask management if Goodwill could just pick up the stuff from her apartment. I said, don't do that. You don't want to do that. I didn't tell her that. I tried to talk some sense into her, but she wasn't even thinking straight. Not only was she juggling still studies and communicating with her family in India and trying to get all that mess together, but you could tell the girl was hurt because her friends had let her down. And she went, listen. I said, no, I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should go down and talk to management about that. But she went anyway. Yeah, and she come back, and I said to her, how'd it go? No, they said I couldn't. Well, of course, they're going to tell her she can't, because anything she leaves in there, they will charge for the removal of it. Hence, they're going to take her deposit, which she needs. So I said, look, management is not very friendly for people here. I mean, they're cordial, but they're doing business. And although there should be some leeway there, because Margaret's been here for years, at least 3 years. They don't. We got new management in, and the old management would have given her some leeway, but these new people, no. And that's like telling them, I can't get everything out, here's my deposit. Right? Now, she's not savvy on all this stuff. I am. And so I told her, bring it over here. And this place was filled with boxes and bags and stuff like that. And like I said, I started going through it, and I told her, she'd look at me, I said, just take it out. And so it turns out that Goodwill won't come up to the 2nd floor to get the stuff. It all has to be on the 1st floor. And I said, honey, you know I can't do that. Well, the only other option I have is a friend coming and picking it up. And I rolled my eyes. I said, oh, God, is it one of these friends that was supposed to come over and none of these people showed up to help you? And, I'm thinking all this to myself, and I said, okay. Yeah, so immediately I start thinking about other ways to get rid of this stuff. There's some new neighbors that have moved in. I might offer some of it to them in exchange for them taking what they don't want down to the dumpster, because I got no problems putting this stuff in the dumpster. Management was pissed off to no end. As soon as she was gone, they come in and went into that apartment. And like I said in another video, I smiled and waved. And she wouldn't even wave at me. She knew I had helped her. She absolutely knew I had helped her get everything out of that apartment. She wouldn't even wave at me. Right? And I'm thinking to myself, screw you. Right? You ain't getting her money. She got everything out of there. She's done cleaned the place. Yeah. And I know that when she went to turn in our keys, management said something to her about making sure everything was out of there. Because she came back up. She already had her luggage on the first floor. And she came back up and went back into that apartment, and here she come. Oh, God. Something she had forgotten in her fridge. And I said, just set it over there. Every time she brought something over, I'd say, just set it over there. Just set it over there. I got it. Don't worry about it. Just set it over there. Find a spot, you know. And I've been going like 5 days straight, people. And I have a doctor's appointment today that I absolutely have to get there. I'm so glad that my clothes showed up. Because I went through clothes last night trying to find something that would fit me. Because I put on some weight. And all the clothes that I washed were clothes that would fit me. And I'm so glad they showed up. I've got to get ready for that doctor's appointment here. I'm waiting for my meds to kick in now. Anybody that has arthritis, especially RA, knows that you do lightly, and you do for a couple of days, and then you rest a day or two. All right? I've been going 5 days straight. 5 days straight. And last night, I had to break out the heavy artillery for medication. And I hate to take that stuff. And it puts you in a vegetated state where you have to push through wanting to go to sleep, drink a bunch of coffee to keep yourself awake, and just keep pushing. And it messes you up. It messes you up. And I got a lot done, though. This morning, I'm just taking my regular meds and sitting here relaxing. But every joint in my body hurts. Now, I asked the doctor, a couple of them, isn't there anything I can do when I first come down with the RA? And I said, isn't there anything I can do? Because I own a weight bench. I owned a whole set of weights. I had a 10-speed, a regular 10-speed, that I went several miles on, about 3 times a week. I was very active. And I said, isn't there anything I can do physically that will help this? And they said, no, because RA destroys your joints. And when you have problems like that with your joints, the more you use them, the more damage it does. They said about the only thing I could do is get into a pool. But I'd have to be careful doing that because I could overdo it. Well, in water, you're weightless. So you could easily overdo it. But I wouldn't dream of getting into this pool out here by myself and nothing in the world. And they told me you'd have to be careful doing that. Like I said, I looked for an apartment that didn't have a pool. First of all, they charge you more. All right? And I just didn't want to be around all the commotion and everything that goes with a pool. Some people don't realize all the commotion that goes with a pool, so it's going to get rowdy out here. So I have really overdone it. I mean, I have seriously overdone it. And I have got to get to that doctor's appointment today, though. I've been waiting on this for months, and I really got to get to this one. And I want to give a big shout out to Cat Without a Hat. If y'all ain't ever seen his channel, you need to check him out. He has not been making a whole lot of videos lately. He used to do a lot of front porch videos. But him and his family bought a piece of property with a house on it that needs a lot of work. And he's fully capable of doing that. He's a very smart man. And they have parked a trailer on their property. They're living out of that trailer and working on that house and everything. And at the same time, the man is juggling work. All right? And, humble beginnings. I'm glad that he is making videos on his progress with that. He is chronicling his progress on that. He will have that to look back on someday. And every once in a while, he'll post a video letting us know his progress on that. That's a good man right there, taking care of his family. If you ain't ever seen his channel, Cat Without the Hat, check him out. And humble beginnings. I just love humble beginnings. They're hard, but you look back and you say, remember when it was like this, and you remember when it was like that, and he's making videos on all that so that he'll be able to reference that. Oh, by the way, that brings me around to a friend of mine, Doc Inc., had his channel hacked. All right, he's an elderly gentleman, a sweetheart, and his channel was hacked. And the hackers used his channel to stream stuff. That was a scam. And now somebody helped him, all right, because when he went to find out about it, they asked him all kinds of questions like, what's your link, what's your this on your channel, what's your that on your channel, and he had no idea. He never paid any attention to that. So if you all have a channel that has any kind of content on it, if you're not worried about losing that and just start another channel, if you ever get hacked, fine. Otherwise, you need to find out all the information that you need to have in order for them to recover your channel. All right? If it ever gets hacked. Now, he's been doing a video since 2015. I think the first time I seen him was 2016. I was living in Canada. I didn't have a channel of my own. I didn't know what a thumbs up was. I didn't know nothing. He's one of the first channels I ever started watching on YouTube. But just to let y'all know, you need to find out the information that you need to have if your channel's ever hacked and you care to recover that. All right? And then you can have somebody else's name on your channel who can step up and be a voice for you and help you to recover your channel. But their name has to be listed with YouTube. Bunch of red tape. And you never think about it, and you don't want to do it. But if you're making videos like you're chronicling a progression on a homestead like Cat is, and you're making videos on that, and you want to keep them videos, download them. If you're not... if you don't care to lose your channel, download them so you still have that. And your kids will have that. All right? And get that information together. Oh, people, they ain't a joint in my body that don't hurt. They really ain't. And I just know after this doctor's appointment today, I'm going to be down for about 2-3 days. I'm not going to do anything. I pretty much got all this other stuff ready to go. Doubt seriously that her friends are going to show up to move this stuff. And I'm probably going to have to either, I'm probably going to have to find somebody that might would want to go through it and see what they want and get rid of the rest. But I had no problem helping a friend. She's been there for me. All right? That's what I mean about these online friends. I mean, they're nice and everything, but make you some what I call real friends. All right? People that are there physically. And be friends with them. And be a friend to them and let them be a friend to you. And a friend will help you. And I think she found out that all these so-called online friends, no. They ain't going to be there for you if you need them. All right? I always did not understand, why do you call these people friends? Well, know them for years online. Yeah, but if you needed them, would they be there? So, I'm sitting here relaxing, waiting for what meds I did take to kick in. And I got to start getting ready for my doctor's appointment, get that over with. But I absolutely have to make this one. So I hope that y'all having a blessed day. Good morning to Doc Inc. and to Pepperdale. He's up north, still getting cold weather. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Stay safe. Bye-bye.